This e-commerce brand has started out as a dropshipping store and is now generating over $4.64 million a month. Dropshipping is truthfully so much bigger than just making a store and selling little products. Getting into e-commerce and starting a dropshipping store has the potential to turn into a brand that can change not only your life, but all the lives around you. Let's go ahead and jump right into it and get into exactly how this dropshipping store started and strategies that you could be using in order to create your own online brand and create the life that you deserve and the life that you want. What's going on, everyone? My name is AC Hampton. I'm an 8-figure marketer that teaches people how to test, build, and scale profitable e-commerce businesses from all parts of the world. If you're new here, welcome in and get ready for some value. If you're returning, thank you for always showing love. Now, before we head into this video, you all know that each and every week I hand out a free consulting call to one lucky winner to streamline their success with e-commerce. I will also be announcing the winner from last week's video somewhere inside this video, so make sure you stay tuned the entire way through to see if that was you. But if you want the opportunity of winning this week, all you have to do is in the comment section below, comment the word brand and what your biggest takeaway from this video was. And if you've been looking to create your own online brand, but you've just been struggling on making those first couple sales, or you just don't know how to get started, my team and I are here to help you and to guide you in the right direction. We've been able to take students from all experience levels and teach them exactly how to make money online passively, totaling at $13 million in online sales just last year alone. So if you want to start seeing results on your online store and you want to make an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a month, head over to my Instagram at AC_Hampton and DM me the word mentorship so I can reach out and help you get started. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this value. Now, the e-commerce brand that is bringing in over $4.64 million every single month is a brand that most of you guys may be knowing, which is Gymshark. Gymshark is a niche-focused store that focuses on workout clothing, primarily with upsell products that would be related to selling the workout clothes all throughout their collection right here. And you can see they definitely have been doing a really good job with it. Now, you all know that I love starting off with a general store, and it's for this reason specifically. By starting a general store, you're able to test out multiple products that may have no relation to one another at all. But once you find a product that's actually doing really well for you and it hits around $100,000 to $200,000 in revenue on that general store, you're then able to then take it over to a one product or niche focused brand and focus heavily on scaling and branding, so you're able to start creating a brand like no other that can create a lifetime of passive income for you. Now, if you are watching this, you're probably wondering, well, how in the world did a store like this start as a dropshipping business and is now a worldwide known brand, and how they're generating this amount of money every single year? Well, let me let you in on a little secret, because you may be surprised to find out that many other known brands started out as dropshipping stores, ranging from anywhere from Fashion Nova all the way to Blendjet. All of this to say that dropshipping can be a game changer. Yes, a lot of the time it starts small with a couple orders here and there, but with the right amount of strategies, it can turn into something bigger than you ever imagined. So let's go ahead and get into some of the strategies that they were using in order to achieve the success that they had, even while starting off as a small online business. Now, I'm right here on Gymshark, and one of my favorite tools that are absolutely free that allow me to spy on the traffic that my competitors or any online brands are getting is my favorite Google Chrome extension called SimilarWeb. And whenever you turn on the Chrome extension, it looks a little bit like this. And what it allows you to do is see the amount of traffic that they're receiving in order to be able to get a good estimate of how much revenue they're bringing in. I definitely suggest that you download this Google Chrome extension, as it can help you really determine whether you want to be selling a specific product, even for those smaller dropshipping stores that you may be trying to validate. Now that we have SimilarWeb open and we're on Gymshark, let's take a look at a few of their stats and see how they're performing overall. So as you can see, they have a global rank of 8,569, a country rank of 3,984, and a category rank of 173. Now, if we head down to the visits over time, we can see that they've had a peak time of 11.95 million users just in November alone. And honestly, this makes sense because November 2021 was in the peak of Q4. But right now, from the last month, you can see that they've had around 4.64 million visits to their store, which is still absolutely insane. With that being said, I'm going to show you all exactly how how you can use this information to find out exactly how much a Shopify dropshipping store is making on a month-to-month basis. So again, we see that they have about 4.64 million visits to their store right now, and we know that a typically industry conversion rate for an e-commerce store is just around 2%. So if we take the amount of monthly visitors of this 4.64 million and multiply it by the industry standard of a 2% conversion rate, that's going to bring us out to 92,800. And that number of 92,800 is an accurate representation of the amount of orders that they received just last month alone. And as you see with this traffic trend, that is actually one of the slower months for them, which is still absolutely crazy to see. So Gymshark is actually known for their leggings. So if we go to a product page of one of their leggings, we can see that they're actually selling this same product right here for around $50. So now that we know the order count, we want to know the estimated revenue. So we take the order count of 92,800 and we multiply it by the selling price of $50. And that gives us $4.64 million in online sales in just 1 month alone. So when I say they're going absolutely crazy, they are going crazy. And it's even crazier to think at one moment that this entire brand was just a dropshipping store. Now let's go ahead and head back to SimilarWeb and see exactly where they're marketing these products to. And with that, you can see one of the biggest advertising markets that they advertise towards is the United States and United Kingdom, as the United States has 35% of market share that they're selling to, and United Kingdom has over 15%. And this goes hand in hand with your dropshipping business, as these markets of United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Canada are all huge markets that I always suggest advertising towards. And SimilarWeb doesn't just leave it at the countries that they're marketing towards, but also the traffic sources that they're using and putting full effort into. And as we scroll down, you can see that they have a lot of their traffic sources primarily in search, direct, and social. This means that they're not only doing a great job with paid ads and acquiring customer retention with their paid ads, but they're also doing a great job of using influencers on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube as well. And I mean, you guys can see that right here. They have all of these different influencers that they're using every single day to tap into multiple other markets. And I mean, it seems like almost every single one of their advertisements is actually working with an influencer. And whenever you're creating a high converting e-commerce brand, influencers are amazing to use, but just something I do not recommend using on your dropshipping store. But when you do get to branding like Gymshark, it's an amazing opportunity to drive even more traffic. Now that we looked at their YouTube, let's go ahead and take a look at their other socials that they're promoting and getting organic traffic from. So as you can see on their Instagram, they have over 5.6 million followers, which is crazy. And you can see some of their posts that they're using is still taking full advantage of using this influencer marketing. And I mean, they're doing an absolute amazing job of getting as much organic traffic as possible. But what I love the most is they're not limiting themselves. And although they're selling the same thing, they've been able to niche down with their brand itself. And if we just type in Gymshark to the search bar on Instagram, we can see that there's not only Gymshark, but there's Gymshark Train for the more experienced people who they train. And there's even Gymshark Women for just the ladies. I mean, they're really doing an absolute amazing job of really putting a lot of emphasis into branding. And ultimately, this is a great tactic and an even better way to gain even more organic traffic. And you can see right here on AdSpy, influencers isn't the only way that they're gaining this profitable traction to their website, as they're also using Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and even YouTube ads. I mean, look at all this different content that they're putting out. They put a lot of emphasis and time into their advertisements and having multiple different angles with their creatives. And if you've been on social media, you can't even lie, you might have even caught yourself being sucked into checking out one of their products a time or two. I know that I have, so I know that probably some of you guys have as well. Now, Gymshark is one of many big e-commerce brands that have worked their way from a dropshipping store all the way to a very well-known brand. And I say all this to say it's very possible for you to do the exact same thing. Everyone has to start somewhere, but the main point of that is that you have to start. So let's talk about things that can turn your dropshipping store up a notch and into the booming brand that you are striving for. If you're having any questions about this video at all, or how you can get started with your dropshipping career, make sure you go ahead and head over to my Instagram at AC_Hampton and DM me the word YouTube so I can reach out and help you out in any way possible. After all, it's not about how much money you can make in this world, but how much knowledge you can teach others to change their lives. Go ahead and DM me the word YouTube if you need any help at all. One thing that you need to have for sure is a unique selling point. A unique selling point is what makes you different from all of the other brands out there selling the exact same product as you. When a customer comes to your website, they're gonna be saying, why should they wanna buy the product from you and what makes your product different than others? And this is why I always tell you guys market research is so important. You wanna find out what the main reason is that people would wanna buy your product and start to creative test different creatives surrounding that focal point. Now, the next thing that you should be focusing on is the quality throughout your entire sales experience. The most successful dropshipping stores do not look like dropshipping stores at all. So make sure that you're having high quality all the way across the board from your store to your advertisements. The next thing that you should be focused on is raising conversions, which means having apps on your store that are likely to boost your average order value. One of my favorite apps to do this with is Venga AI. Venga is designed to make the maximum revenue impact on your Shopify store with automatic upsells that make paying customers spend more on each order they complete. Venga is different than any other upsell app because it's powered by an AI algorithm that upsells better than any human can. I mean, truthfully, it's no effort required. It already has a funnel configuration. All you have to do is enable it and start growing. I personally love this app because it takes the guesswork out of upsells, and increasing your average order value is key to growing your brand. After all, the more you make, the more money that you can advertise, which means more profit back in your pocket. This app has automatic upsells, which means they find them and run them for you and then give you in-depth analytics surrounding how your upsells are performing so that you can see how much they've grown on your store. It's completely made for Shopify, which means they accept all Shopify payments, PayPal, Stripe, and other payment forms accepted with Shopify. Venga is the solution to increasing your average order value, growing your brand, and taking off to the next level. I highly suggest that you check them out with the link down in my description, and if you guys use the code AC Hampton, they will give you $1,000 bonus free credits, which will essentially give you a double free trial. Now, the next thing that you need to be focused on is your SEO ranking. You saw just from SimilarWeb how important direct and search is for Gymshark, and that's the same type of effort that you need to be putting on your store. And I mean, you can literally see that they're getting over 80% of their sales just from those two traffic sources. Every single day, people search for all kinds of products. So my tip to you with the SEO is head over to Google Trends and search keywords surrounding your product. When you're on Google Trends, the keywords that have a search frequency of about 50 searches a day or more are those same ones that you want to be plugging into your website. Trust me, you'll be honestly amazed to see the amount of organic traction that comes to your store just from using these different keywords throughout your entire product page. The next step to building your brand is increasing your social media following surrounding the brand. If you're just starting your e-commerce brand, look for micro-influencers who have 5,000 to 10,000 followers and reach out to see if they will post a picture in your clothing or with your product that you're selling. A lot of the time, these micro-influencers will do it for a very cheap rate or even for free as long as they're getting the product for free. With this comes making sure that their audience is fitting your target audience and that you're getting a return from using this influencer. In this day of age, there's no reason that the brand that you're building isn't on social media. Social media has opened up doors for people like you to create a booming brand as long as you're putting the time and effort into it. By focusing on these few things that I listed, you'll be on your way to creating that high converting, longevity, passive income from your e-commerce brand that you've been dying to be able to have. I hope that this video helped you have some inspiration, and I know that making money online can seem too good to be true, but right now it's easier than ever to do just that. It all starts with you taking action and starting your e-commerce store, or if you've already started, using the tips in this video to focus on growing your brand. But before I head out, you all know that I couldn't forget to announce the winner of the free consulting call from last week's video. And the winner from last week's video is Teresa Michelle. Teresa, go ahead and reach out to me on my Instagram at AC_Hampton. Let me know that you won. We can hop on a free one-on-one consulting call, look over your products, look over your ads, and get you in the best possible position to get the success that you're looking for all 2022. And if you want the opportunity of winning next week, all you have to do is in the comment section below, comment the word brand and what your biggest takeaway from this video was. I can't wait to see you all smash your e-commerce goals all April 2022. Make sure you go ahead and check out the next video going over the things that you want to avoid when starting your e-commerce journey so that you don't waste time, money, effort, or energy into the wrong direction. I'll see you all next week for another banger. This is AC with Supreme Ecom, and I'm out.
They gon' want a piece when you got it like that. Like Jake said, we gon' spend it, get it right back. Stack that internet money to the site crash. They on IG tryna get a like back. See, they don't talk that talk.